The reverse bay park. With the reverse bay park, it's pretty simple. There are two methods you could use. One, you can swing out and then reverse in. And then the second one is the reference point method. The bay park, the reference points. Whichever line you pick, you're going to reverse 3 bays back.
The reference point method for the bay park is pretty simple. First of all, you need to be at a right angle from the bay or perpendicular from it and about 1 meter to 1.5 meters, so that if you are parking between 2 cars, you don't hit either of them. The reference point itself is pretty simple. When one of the lines of the bay is about halfway down either the driver door or the passenger door, you full lock the steering wheel to either the left or the right and the car will go into the 3rd bay. As long as you full lock the steering wheel at that point, the car will go directly into the bay.
You could be starting this maneuver off in the test center, so if you are, you're already going to be in a bay. So I start off by demonstrating the correct observation by looking all the way around my car to make sure it's nice and safe. I'd only signal if I need to signal, and there's no one here, so I'm not going to signal. So I'm going to move off from here and I drive out about 1 meter or 1.5 meters from the bay, straight forwards, and then I'm going to lock my wheel to the right like so. When I get into position like that, that should probably do it, that's about 1 meter to 1.5 meters from the bay, I'm going to stick it in reverse. Now you can use your handbrake if you want, it's up to you as long as you remain in control of the car. You do your reverse pom, which for me starts from the right hand side, but again, it doesn't really matter. You could start from the left and look all the way around your car and then do it again. And I would suggest actually doing multiple checks just to make sure it's safe. I'm going to look to the right now. I've got loads of bays here to choose from. I'm not too concerned about which line I'm going to pick first. So I do my reverse pom again, looking all the way around my car, looking to the rear window as I start reversing. Now I'm going to pick the first line here. So this line is now lined up about halfway down my door there. I'm going to lock the steering wheel to the right and I look over my shoulder as the car's about to swing out because I need to make sure there's not a car coming or a pedestrian walking around the back of me. As I swing out and around, I'm now starting to look in my wing mirror and it should look hopefully something like that. If I've got it right, we'll see. As I come round, it's looking pretty good in that wing mirror there. So I'm now using the bay opposite me to sort of line up, and I'm also using the line here with the edge of my car to make sure it's nice and straight. Once I get it parallel and straight, I'm going to straighten the wheels of the car. I look forwards to make sure that my car's moving in a straight line, and now I'm going to look towards that rear window again to demonstrate to the examiner I understand that. And then I'm going to look side on to see if I'm actually in the bay here, with the cars on my right hand side and on my left hand side. So I could even use possibly my back door handle there, which kind of looks like it's the back end of the other bay there. Handbrake, neutral, and then done. There are only 2 things that the examiner is looking for, and that is the control of the car and the observation or the safety aspect. Let's just get the observation stuff out of the window straight away. When you are reversing the car, you need to make sure that you are demonstrating full effective observation. Because the examiner gets to see you reverse once and once only, you're basically saying to the examiner, this is how I'm going to reverse for the entire time I'm going to be out on the roads. So it's got to be good. What happens if I get it wrong? What happens if I need to do a correction? And actually learning how to correct is probably one of the most important aspects of doing a reversing maneuver. Now let's say, for example, I go a little bit too early on my reference point, and it's kind of always better to go early than late actually. If you go late, it's a harder correction, but if you go early, let's say for example I go now, I'm not quite on the reference point. Again, I look over my shoulder, and as the car comes round, I'm looking for that sort of telltale sign in my little mirror there. Some people dip their mirrors, you can do that if you want. And I notice as I'm coming round, I'm too early. So I know I'm not going to end up in the bay. That looks like I'm going to be either too close to the white line on the right hand side, or I'm just not going to be in at all. What I can do is I've still got this angle. I can straighten the wheels of my car. Again, that's 1 1/4 turns. I come back a tiny little bit just to make sure I'm in, and then I lock it again. And I can even do another one. I've still got an angle here, and then I lock it back in again. And then I straighten it up once I think I'm parallel and straight, and then rear window it, and I'm in the bay. That would be a really good correction to do if you go early. What do I do if I completely mess it up? And let's say, for example, I put myself in a position here where I've not recognized that I'm not going to make it in, and I'm completely across 2 bays. What you need to do is you need to get out of the bay as much as possible. I'm going to be able to see what's going on. So I've got 2 opportunities to do a correction, one on the way out and one on the way back. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick which side I want to park. Let's choose this right-hand side because the mirror's set up here. I do my palm routine again because I must make sure that while I'm doing corrections, I continue that observation. And what I'm going to do, I can kind of see in front of me, I've got a bay that I could line up. So if you've got a bay in front, that will definitely help you. But let's say, for example, I've just got mirrors and I don't have that in front. So what I do is I go hard right, then I'm going to go hard left, and then I'm going to go straighten. Okay, so it's kind of the rule of 3. Right, left, straight. Now I look in my mirrors and this one here, that's way too big a gap. I'm going to have to do a bit more of a correction than just that. So now the rule of 3 comes into play again. So I go right. The back end of my car is going to the right. Remember, if I'm steering right, the back will go right. When I'm happy with that, I go hard left. And then straighten. And if that's not enough, again, I can go right, left, and then straight here. And now my wheels are bang on straight. That's looking pretty good in the mirror there. And I come back into the space. Again, looking side on to make sure I'm kind of lined up there with the vehicles. And then handbrake, neutral, and I'm done. And corrections are really, really important. You also need to be coming to a stop or pausing if you see something coming, like a pedestrian or a car. Now that goes across the board for all reversing maneuvers.
If I'm doing the reverse bay park to the left, it's exactly the same, it's just the reference point.
And I think it's somewhere about there. I lock the wheel to the left.
And as I've just said, instead of locking the wheel to the right, it's to the left.
The trick with the forwards bay park is that you need to be as far away from the bay as possible. When it comes to the forwards bay park, the reverse part is obviously the most important part, is what they're looking for. But again, I want to be as wide as I can from the bays. I'm going to line up my wing mirror there. That guy's got his door open, but the outer edge of my wing mirror will line up approximately with the bay there, the outer edge of the bay, and then I lock the wheel to the right. That should bring me into the bay. And then I'm in, nice and straight. And again, I should be able to see my wing mirrors if I am parallel. Look for those parallel lines between your car and the lines of the bay. Then it's the reverse part. You need to now reverse the car out in a position to drive on. So here there's a dead end, so I've got to reverse to the left. So the first thing is make sure that you're looking which way you're going to reverse the car out. Then I do my reverse palm. Don't worry too much about whether you cut across bays. If there are no cars next to you, you don't need to be concerned about that. And then as I reverse out, I just lock the wheel to the left. Again, good effective observation all the way around my car. And that brings me out into the road. Do my palm routine and then drive on. If you're getting any value out of this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want more content, and I will see you in the next one. Get well out.